neuroplasticity, the brain fitness device, and all the programs we're going to layer into this. We're trying to help you increase, go get new customers, keep retaining who you have so you don't have so much attrition, right? Just constantly be a beacon of hope and light in your community because of everything you have that nobody else has, right? We're going to have later, and we're going to talk about the course that she and I have created and are launching May 21st for you as well. It's all part of the system, right? Yeah. All these are marketing tools that are going to help you help these people. Because, go ahead, go back. Go back. You're not looking so good, y'all. This is not good. Go ahead.
Okay, all right, here. Tag teaming here. This is what's really interesting. Again, like, it's so amazing that we are getting uplifted this morning, but let us also remember, Dr. Porter just said it, when you leave here, you're forever changed. But you're going back into your homes, your communities, your environments where they did not get to experience this. And we can look around, and maybe some of you are dealing with this yourselves, or at least we know somebody that is. 21 million people are depressed. That's a big number. 71% improved after one tough session. That's pretty stellar. 31% are anxious, 83% are stressed out. 1 in 3 of us cannot sleep.
I mean, right? Look at that market share. Obviously, 1 in 3 are overweight. 57% of people just feel lost. Like, what am I doing? Why am I here? 67% just burnt out, done, tired. It's hard getting up and do anything. You don't have a purpose, you don't have the drive, and living paycheck to paycheck. You cannot feel safe like that.
And there is one vision of reality that we can look around, and we can see that we're stressed out, that we're burnt out, that we're disconnected, that we're angry, that we feel forgotten. And that would be an incorrect vision. But what if?
All right. And as Dr. Porter just said, right, it came about being out of sync with things. And so we're going to start talking about how can we change this. So what if we didn't have to accept those numbers? We didn't have to live with mediocrity as the norm.
Woo!
What if exceptional wasn't actually exceptional? Right? What if you start walking around as like, wow, boom, like, what are you doing? I'm like, also, like, what are you doing? Right? Come over to my house, let me show you what I'm doing. And it just come to you, you know, like moths to a flame. Because that's what you are. I'm just trying to break you guys off a little bit. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it is about creating a new vision. And it truly is. So whether we think we can, we think we can't, Dr. Porter said it, we are right. So what do we want to choose to see and understand for ourselves? And again, this is what's so amazing about this company. Because they believe that we don't have to accept this, that we can see more.
Yeah.
And we are.
So we've got it for you guys. You want it? Let's bring it. We got it. Let's go.
Give us a couple extra minutes. They're like, oh, they have a lunch fest.
I know, I saw that. We're like stiffness.
All right.
About this. How we're not
Yeah, we're not. So here's what we need to do. You guys just heard it from Dr. Porter. So again, I love how we're all, see, this is literally amplification in effect. We are building upon one another. We are all speaking the same language and the truth because these are not silos. We typically think of our health and our lives as silos, that we're a thyroid, that we're an adrenal gland, that we're a pancreas. No, we are a dynamic, complex human system, more powerful than we can imagine, and all we need to better understand is how to harness our power. And fundamentally, let me see, how many of you have heard the saying, garbage in, garbage out? Yeah. Okay, it sounds a little crass, but it also makes a lot of common sense. Like, we can get it when we hear it. But there's deep science behind it, okay? Simply said, the quality of our inputs, the foods we're eating, the thoughts we're thinking, the air we're breathing, the relationships we're in, the environments that we live, work, and play in every day, are literally sending inputs, information in. Now, the science of epigenetics tells us that the quality of that signal is literally talking to our DNA. Dr. Porter said every 40 seconds, your DNA is changing. You are more powerful than you believe or even know because just by choosing different inputs, you start to talk to yourselves, to your very life code differently, to start to harness and unlock your very human potential. So, what I think, yes. And what I think is amazing that Awaken has done. I literally, we were talking with Rodney and Ashley. I said, now, I don't know if this was intentional, but what you guys have done is brilliant. The way that Zenith, Uplift, and Unwind work is they work with these signaling molecules that all are in time with the most powerful signaling mechanism for the entire body, which is based off of our circadian rhythm, 24-hour light and dark cycle. And they were just like, I was like, this is smart. These all work together to know where we're at in time, all the time, so our body stays working
All the time.
right.
So this is what we're really kind of going to get into in the course, is this 24-hour light and dark cycle. If you haven't figured this out, you are a story of light. Okay? We're bringing the light back to you so you can remember that. And you can see the light right there, right? It's everywhere. It's embedded in everything we're doing. Because in fact, in case y'all don't understand, I know a lot of you are in the weight loss thing with me and all that, and everyone thought I was going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about that. But food is captured light. That's all you're eating is light messages. The sun, light frequencies. So we're going to go through in this course of the 24-hour clock and how we use the products, but now these input signals of the sun, the moon and everything, and it'll all make sense. There are slight modifications totally free to you and your potential customers on how they can keep improving this. And then we're going to show you how you stack the supplements and the technology in as well, okay?
They are intelligently designed, each and every one of these. So we're going to continue to just show you through the course, we're going to show you through this weekend how you're going to be able to leverage all these, because really it's about helping your body to work smarter versus harder. And that's truly what these will do individually, but again, collectively you start to stack these, and the types of transformations that you and your clients that you support will experience next level.
Yeah. So this is just a simple sample of showing you the morning sunlight, how it's going to cue everything. Dr. Porter gave you some information about this in terms of increasing serotonin. You actually, in your eyes, you make serotonin, you make melatonin, you make dopamine, it attenuates your cortisol. If you are not waking up and seeing sunlight naked on your face in the morning, you are missing out on one of the greatest cognitive and fat loss enhancers in the world. Anybody who's taken my courses or a patient of mine understands this. And it might take me 2 years to make them understand it. So we're trying to make you guys understand in 28 days. But, okay, it's part of what sets the stage. We'll go into this not too deeply in the science, but enough to empower everybody, you and everyone you share this with, start making subtle changes while we layer and take the supplements to help with that.
Yeah, and I want to take just a moment, this is kind of off script if you will, but you know, it's interesting how we all think that we have to know all the science. And look, I mean, we geek out about the science, we love it. But really at the end of the day, what is it that we all want more of? Do we want more research studies? Well, if that gives you peace of mind, then of course, that we have them. We're going to teach them to you. It's going to be great. But really, let's not overcomplicate. Let's remember that we are humans having a very human experience. And when we can have the greatest breakthroughs is when we just sit knee to knee, heart to heart, and get out of our own heads and just really listen to one another, appreciate, because we all want more energy, time, money, meaning, purpose. Those are the things. So when we can connect there. But again, empowering you guys, one of the things, and I want you to understand why Uplift is so powerful, because we have this natural cycle. We immediately disrupt our cortisol in the morning. And the moment we disrupt cortisol with our coffee, with our carbs, with our morning traffic, with our busy to-dos, trying to rush to meet the day, it seems very normal, but we begin to dysregulate and push off these clocks that literally are inside of every cell in our body. And so, how well we rise determines how well we can rest. We're not sleeping is because we're not starting the day right. And we have this cortisol dysregulation, which is what's so beautiful about this nootropic we just learned about yesterday. And some of the mechanisms behind what it's going to do is going to help to kind of buffer and re-regulate some of these elements.
Yeah. So we won't get into Uplift, which is my favorite product of all of this. And everybody knows I've had a little bit of a crush your hair in the back. Hey, what's wrong? I took this cup of coffee and had like 5 cups. Bruh,
Yeah.
put it in your pocket. No. I'm like, oh, you should have said it, so I apologize. You're kind of canceling out the
She
effect.
said last night too about everybody at 6 o'clock taking it at night. She's like, oh, we should have told people not to too at 6 o'clock at night.
We're going to cover all this, honestly.
Me too.
Extraordinary, and we'll probably end up
I'm saving mine for the drive.
later in the
Yes.
meeting with us. Sean is so excited. He'll go.
I'm saving mine for the drive.
So deep in the weeds.
Saving mine for the drive tomorrow.
So that's a whole other thing. So he'll be a guest.
If there's going to be more samples, I'm grabbing some more.
All right, so with the unwind, why that becomes such an important product is that, again, how well we rise determines how well we rest. If we're not getting that morning sunlight, we're not making enough serotonin. How much serotonin we make in the morning helps to actually determine how much melatonin we make and convert in the brain at night. You've all been hearing how important that is. So we need a little help. Thank goodness we're unwind.
Yeah. Yeah, right? People have been trying this one, right? I'm like, I had about 5 people come up to me. I felt like a drug dealer this week. And they're like, Doc, are we going to get samples of that stuff? Because I've been on off the ambulance for like 4 weeks. I need to stop right now. I don't know yet. Exactly. I might be able to gave you some, but you don't get some. Right? So the feedback on this, honestly, really, really impressive. You know, the nanotech that's making this fit and absorb so quickly, this doesn't disrupt your circadian rhythm. Okay? I struggle with people throwing down all these pills at night. I just took it almost every day. What does it matter? Oh, because now you just stimulated a whole story for your stomach and your liver and your pancreas. Everybody's working. They're like, it's 11 o'clock. We should be sleeping. What is he doing to me? Right? Military clock. This will not do it. Right? It absorbs. It's no gastrointestinal thing. Go mouth blood. Right? Beautiful product. We can adjust the dosing so easily with the spray. We'll go over this, and I am going to drill into you, for those who have issues, the overwhelming benefits of melatonin. You will learn about the myths and the mistakes and what people don't understand about one of the most potent antioxidants and anti-aging molecules we make, but none of you are making it like you should. Poisoned by technology and light all the time. Melatonin is the molecule of peace. This is not a sleep molecule. It will not release unless you're in darkness. Most of you are sleeping with 18,000 lights on, 14 iPads, a computer, and I don't know what else you're doing. Right? It's too much. We'll learn about it and increase.
Miss sleeps with her phone.
But it is absolutely incredibly safe. Not knowing your
Melatonin doesn't work for her.
It's obviously.
And we're going to start to teach all of this in depth with inside of the circadian flow course. So that's going to kick off May 21st. Now, just like with the body challenge, this
last night,
is
how it's
something
all
that you
coming
are
together
able to
today.
leverage and use as a tool to go build your business and to literally help to get your family, yourself, your people, your customers back in sync, back on time, so that you can be healthy and thriving all of the time. So circadian flow is the next one that's coming out, one of many incredible courses that will continue to come in the Awakening Self.
And we're going to bang through it. So you know about this, we're going to keep educating on it. We have this coming, obviously the last piece, this is the upgrade part. You know, we're trying to keep it all together, uplift, unwind, and like brain tap. Upgrade you. But upgrade, yes, sort of what we'll do, okay? But those who haven't experienced it, this is where you're at. You need to experience the products.
Yes.
Go do it. It's as simple as this to sell, you guys. You watch me do it all the time. Have it, be a product of the product. Anyone else does the same thing over again. Listen, I'm not real bright like you are. I've only been doing this 6 years. This is my second company. You know, I'm a black diamond. I'm all right at it. Okay? Because I watch people and I just do what they do. It's not that rocket science, y'all. Okay? What did you do? If I blah, 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 what do you want? What did I say yesterday? If I had something that would blah, 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 would you... Just repeat what I said yesterday, okay? If you're going to share it like that, we're totally free. After the key of my band, it's all free, okay? Everybody can come in, all right? Then, what do you do once you get them in the community with us that we're going to